Idaho. It's homecoming for the Idaho State University Bengals, and welcome to the broadcast. I'm Scott Gross along with Cody Graves and Mitch Beckstead. As you can see, team captains out on the field, and a big game here for Idaho State. And before we get too far into this, let's take a look at the Jeremiah Johnson Brewing Company as Gabe Panikowski. He'll approach, put toe to leather, and we are underway. Homecoming 2024, taking about 8 yards deep, and Jefferson is going to take that and ponging around. Empty set, trips out to the right, double wides out to the left. That's the short side of the field. Pass tipped, and it's knocked away. And knocking it down out of there for Idaho State was Mason Young. The safety came up and knocked that ball away, and the Bengal defense did exactly what they needed to do, 3 and out on that first possession.
Absolutely, and Southern Utah got into a manageable spot. I'm surprised they didn't roll Jackson Berry out to give him the option to scramble, but right there they put him as a pocket to the house.
Third down and about 2. They're going to give it off. This is Cowie, and Cowie into the second level, and Cowie down to the Thunderbird 45-yard line. That goes second down, call it 6. A little bit of a high snap. Tracy hauls it down, fires near side. Nearly intercepted out there by Lacaria Pleasant Johnson. Backfield. So third down here, big play for Idaho State. 10:30 to go in the first half. Looking for the first score. It's Hunter Hayes, and Hunter Hayes gets the first down, moves the chains inside the 15 down to about the 14-yard line. As the Bengals, you get that ball moved. I'm trying to catch. There it is. 1st and 5 from the 10-yard line. Swing pass near side. That's going to be, that should be Alfred. Oh, Duarte, Ian Duarte. Okay, you guys were giving me 2 fingers. I thought it was 2. So it's 11, Ian Duarte. Here's Hunter Hayes. Hayes, touchdown, Idaho State. And the Bengals open the homecoming festivities with a touchdown.
To get from that high red zone into the end zone.
Here's Gabe Panikowski. That extra point try is up and good. And with exactly what the doctor ordered. So we've got a timeout coming up. There is the touchdown by Hayes, and it is 7-0 Bengals. We're back after this timeout on K. Got a tight end on this side again, and then they'll go double wides out there on the left side. There's a pass, and that's going to be complete, and it's going to be a first down. Calvin Pitcher finally tracks down the man who caught that football. Here, Thunderbirds with the first down, their first of the afternoon. Swing pass near side, and that's complete, and a tackle missed out there initially. Pass was completed, but Berry stays in there now. Targi Lamson off his left hip on a 3rd and 14. Bengals up 7-0. Pass complete near side. Mason Young makes the stop after a short gain with Lamson on his right side this time. They bring a man in motion. Lamson stays in to block, and the pass is tipped, and it's incomplete, and the Bengals turn over the Thunderbirds on downs, and Idaho State up 7-0. Well, 1st and 10, Idaho State from their own 33. Here's Cowie. Cowie finds a hole. Kiowa Cowie again gets into that second level, keeps the legs driving, and picks up a good chunk there of 6 down hold by Idaho State. And now the Bengals with a 2nd and 4. Going deep. He's got Fredrickson, and there's going to be pass interference whistled, I believe, against Southern Utah. And I don't think that's going to be real close. Is the safety out, or the cornerback out of Las Vegas. The redshirt junior gets tagged for all 3 to the right side this time. Once again, Fredrickson over here on the boundary side. There's a near side complete to Christian Fredrickson, and the big man just keeps pushing forward, and he'll going to have Jeff Weimer as a slot man over here on the near side along with Michael Shulikoff. They're looking. They've got him. That's Shulikoff, and the youngster out of Boise, Idaho has the first down. The former
Ty Hyde and Jorgen Miller.
Jorgen Miller was the guy I was thinking of into that left tackle, and a pass over the middle. This is Weimer. He breaks a tackle, and Weimer inside the 25. It's another Idaho State unit. Scott Gross, Cody Graves, Mitch Beckstead, and here is a draw play, and this is going to be Kiowa Cowie, and Cowie bursts inside the 20 down to about the 15-yard line. So Cowie stays in the backfield with Kobe Tracy. They give it to Kiowa, and Kiowa an easy first down, and another chunk play of swimming for the Bengals this week. And there is a fake handoff. It's Hunter Hayes, and Hunter Hayes finds the end zone for the second time today. Little play action. He faked the handoff to Dason Brooks, guys, and snap. from Scotty Atkinson. It's good. The hold is good, and the kick is true. And Idaho State down by Hunter Hayes. There's that little fake handoff, and boy, it just opened. The seas just parted.
And just like Mitch was talking about.
And a hero like Hunter Hayes. And it's an onside kick, and it's free. And I don't know who's got it yet, and it will go to Southern Utah. So Cody Hawkins with a little surprise action here. And that tells me he has great faith in his defense. So the Bengals up 14-0 here, forcing a second down and 10. And here's Targhee Lamson, and here's one of those 7-yard runs and make it closer to 12. As
the linebackers, the way this 3-3-5 works, it's tough on these safeties. Lamson's got to get into the secondary.
Here's Lamson, and he's going to be hit, and he's going to break tackles. Finally tripped up by Josh Alford. Utah averaging 7.5 yards per carry. He's got 31 yards on 4 carries now, and he's going to add to that total. And he was wrapped up by Calvin Pitcher. Bengals, a great start, up 14-0 at the end of one. 122 yards for Idaho State in that first quarter, and relatively balanced, 79-43. Here's a pass to the end zone, and that was much too easy, as getting wide open over on that far side. And I double check. Oh, actually, yeah. Okay. And that kick is up and good, and just underway here in the second quarter. Idaho State's lead cut in half as the Southern Utah Thunderbirds get a touchdown here. And Jackson Berry, man, he knew where he was going, and he got it to Gabe. It was Gabe Nunez, the guy that caught that side split wide. Shulikov in as a tight end, and on the slant, they try to get it to Jeff Weimer, and Kobe Tracy's pass a little bit too high and incomplete. He's trying to see if he was getting some pressure on that Whistler 21. And it's not. It's Nunez. Nunez breaks a couple of tackles, and now Nunez in the open field, and he's tripped up at the 35-yard line. Nunez goes in motion across the formation. Here's a swing pass out to Braden Whistler. Whistler is going to get the first down. He got to that second level and got that corner, got a big block on that far side. And it looked like the front. Jackson Berry. He'll take the snap, drops, fires a pass low. It's going to be caught, but they have stopped immediately. And the man making that catch was number 88. That is going to be Josh. Got a full house backfield and into block. And the Bengals almost get the stop, and I think they did, where they are marking Targhee Lamson down. He's going to be half a yard short. Takes that snap from striker Rashid, now flush, and he lofts it downfield, and there's got to be a flag thrown there, and there it is. And boy, wide. 3rd and 4 at the Southern Utah 34-yard line. Receivers everywhere, and far side pass is going to be caught, I think. No, out of bounds. Out of bounds. Defense has turned Southern Utah away twice on 4th down. First chance for Idaho State, and there's the slant. There's Duarte, and he'll make the catch this time, and Idaho State converts 4th down, and that made the stop there. So call it 2nd down and about 7. And pass is going to be caught. It's going to be short of the first down. And Eric Johnson with the catch. So Hunter Hayes with an empty backfield, trips to his right, double wides to the left or short side. Here's a little inside slant. They've got Jeff Weimer, and Weimer is going to be finally brought down out there. And a great play in his range. They're going to have to get the snap off, and they just do. And the kick on the way, it's a little bit low, but it is good. 4:57 to go. And Idaho State here in the first half is back to throw. Jackson Berry, he's trying to go deep, and that might be picked up, and instead it's caught. Great catch out there by the Thunder. Replayer, and you'll see it. It looked like the Bengals might have a chance to pick that off, but boy, Carr just went up and high pointed that ball nicely. quickly. So Jackson Berry out of the gun. Takes a little bit of a low snap. Has time. Fires. And he's going to go to Gabe Nunez, who breaks a couple of tackles. And then he is buried out there by the lumberjack. That is David Rao. And I think it might be Raiden Brown, but it looks a little tall for Raiden. And Shulikov was there, and here is a run and a nice play by Justice Jackson, the former Eastern Washington. Forward here, milk the clock, but they're going to have to convert here on third down. Kobe Tracy back, fires middle, Weimer, first down, Idaho State into Southern Utah territory at the 48. Donnie Austin looks to be the running back. He'll get the ball, put it in his belly, and off he goes. Cuts to the outside. It's actually Kale Cowie. They slid Cowie in there. He's out of Long Beach, California. He loves this game. Here's a swing pass. They'll get Raiden Brown. Raiden Brown cuts it back inside and is going to pick up close to first down and 10 at the 28-yard line of Southern Utah. 17-7 lead. Half a minute to go. This might be a double throw, and it is. And wide open in the end zone. Absolutely dropped, and it was Carson Sudbury. Cowie in the backfield. He'll stay in to block. Has time. Kobe Tracy fires near side. He's got Raiden Brown, and Raiden, he'll get there, and I think you're going to have a timeout here from Idaho State with 5 Jackson's in the backfield. Now he'll motion out. Kobe Tracy fires to the end zone. That's a touchdown. Idaho State. It's the second touchdown for Eric Johnson out of Katy, Texas.
And right there, the savviness of Kobe Tracy. I mean, we're talking about him. Let's keep.
Gabe Panikowski. That kick is on the way. And you could not have charted out a first half better.
They dropped that, but when Carson Sudbury dropped that ball in the end zone, you could hear a pin drop in this place. All momentum was gone, and they find a way to get back into the end zone.
And great play by Eric Johnson. You're here. Jackson Berry, they're going to run a play. Jackson Berry steps up. Jackson Berry wants to run. Now he flips a pass out, and it's almost intercepted. Calvin Pitcher came in to break it up, and you said he was one of the guys that would be back there making sure nothing happened.
Yeah, it's mixed in with sticking with that run game.
Well, here is the kick, and it's headed for Kale Cowie at the goal line, and Kale was going to take it, and he's going to return it. Cowie looking for a seam, and he gets stopped right at the 23-24 yard line, and that looked like, and now I've got to find my third down and 10. Weimer might be the guy you look for here. Kobe Tracy drops back to throw, has time, and that pass is tipped. He was trying to get it to Eric Johnson.
Get all of his help there.
We've played a minute here in the third quarter. First possession of the second half, and here's Targhee Lamson. And Lamson drags a couple of tacklers out across the 40 to the 41-yard line.
And they were going to play smash mouth football and just run the rock.
This time Merrill, or the other tight end, is out there. And here is a pass to the far side, and it's incomplete. This might be one here as far as this series goes for Idaho State. You got that incompletion on first down. They're going to swing it out to Targhee Lamson, and he's going to pick up big yardage all the way down inside Bengal territory to about the 36. I'm getting some playing time here this week. So a gain of only a yard. This time they bring Lamson out of the backfield, swinging to the right or to the left, and the quarterback, Jackson Berry, going to run it. Nate Reynolds came up to help with the hit along with Jackson Berry. He's going to roll out to his right. He wants to throw. He's being chased, and he's going to be stopped, I think, short of the first down. It's close. He's going to be short. So it's fourth down. Southern Utah is 0 for 2 on fourth downs today, and they're 0 for 3. They're 0 for 3. Targhee Lamson stood up and pushed backwards, and it looks like it might be Calvin Pitcher.
By at least three scores. That's SEU's bread and butter. That's not ISU's bread and butter. The fact they're able to stop those today, that's the difference in the ball game.
And here is a run, and this is Justice Jackson. And Justice Jackson are making Dason Brooks into the second level. And they bring Ian Duarte in motion. You got Weimer over here. And here's a draw play, and this is Dason Brooks. He's into the open. Dason Brooks from the 4, from the 50, takes it inside the 20. That is
And a great play call right there. You see the motion action. Southern Utah saw that motion several times in the first half. Every time it was a screen, a swing pass. Faked it, gave it to Dason Brooks on the draw. Wonderful play call there from the Bengal offensive staff.
Got a man down on the field for Southern Utah. That's Connor Cullimore. We've got a timeout. 8:59 to go. Timeout. I know. Lando Brown had to stop, and here's Hunter Hayes. You know what it is about Hunter Hayes? He is unafraid. He will put his body on the line every play. Now,
For him.
first and goal from the 7-yard line. Idaho State trying to add to a 24-7 lead. Back to throw. Into the back of the end zone, and it's going to be intercepted. And that looks to be 26, 25, Jaden Roberts. It looked like, Hunter just never really looked off. And I'm trying to see, I think that's Eric Johnson. It was trying to get free, and he kind of stumbled a little bit.
Yeah, he either just on that break just stumbled or kind of got hooked there. Couldn't really get out of his break, but that's an impressive-looking kid. The freshman, 6'3", 250 pounds, and can run.
Here's Lamson. He's trying to sweep it off the right side, and boy, he just looks to run over people, and he did it there.
Quick, explosive plays.
This time Jackson Berry's got an empty backfield. He's trying to look for Whistler, and there's a pass complete. And a nice tackle by Nate Reynolds on the tight end. Chasing, and Lamson will have the first down. And boy, this guy is just a load. He's down to the Bengal 49. Big Sky opponents are playing who are receiving votes this week. And there is a missed tackle by Idaho State, and that is Lamson. And the hit that Jaden Bell was the guy who couldn't. Well, they've had it for almost a little over 4 minutes. Lamson starts to his right, cuts it back inside, and he'll be dropped out there by Chris Sanchez. Spot. Got a man in motion. That's Merrill. Here is Targhee Lamson, and he's hit. He's got the first down. It'll be first and goal. Thunderbirds at about the 2-yard line. Thunderbirds tried to mount a comeback. Merrill again in motion. He goes to the middle. Here's Targhee Lamson, and Lamson is ridden out. And no, I think they're going to have a penalty flag. They may have a face mask on that penalty. I think they're going to say touchdown.
That was just a zone read pull by Jackson Berry there, and gets to the outside and has a one-on-one against Boone.
Jackson Daniels was in there. That's who made the hit, right? No. With a face mask penalty. And they gave him the touchdown anyway.
TV screen.
Looks like Kevin James from King of Queens.
That was Kevin James. And that
We'll see what they do here.
double wise to either side. Now Duarte comes back to the near side. Here's Dason Brooks. Dason Brooks up the far sideline. One man to beat. Dason Brooks on his feet to the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Idaho State. No flags on the play. Dason Brooks, 75 yards to the house. Out of the hold of Hunter Hayes. The kick is up, and it's good. You can't do any better. And here's the replay again. And let's just see this play again by Dason Brooks, and that block by Eric Johnson outside.
Pulled the tackle again on the backside. You saw Big 72, Ty Hyde leading the way.
And a nice move by Brooks to get by Brendan Hale, the safety.
Which I think Jackson Berry throws the ball just fine. Let's see if they roll with him.
Jackson Berry rolls to his right, fires downfield, and he's got a man wide open. And here on the near sideline, and also Jaden Bell over there with Chris Sanchez. So here we go, third down. Jackson Berry to the near side. He's got Nunez again, and Nunez trying to get to the end zone. He'll be tripped up and stopped by who? That yard line. Full house backfield here. And that big man blocking back there is number 92. That's Tavita Fuimano. And he clears a big wide path, and in for the score is Targhee Lamson. So you can see this Fuimano there, number 92. They put him, his normal number is 56. They put him in 92 so he can be eligible back there, and he comes in to block. And here's that extra point try, and it is up and good. So we got 12:24 left in the game. And with 2 seconds, Kobe Tracy takes a snap, gives to Dason Brooks, and Dason Brooks powers forward. He's going to be a yard short of the first down, but it's another gain of 5. And the right side of the line as a tight end / blocker. Snap the ball with 4. Kobe Tracy's going to try to run, and Kobe Tracy dives forward. And now there's a penalty flag that comes in late. Oh, it was Hunter Hayes in at quarterback. It was a face mask against Southern Utah, and that will give Idaho State the first down. I missed them running Hunter Hayes in there. Montana State coming to town next Saturday. A little bit of a low snap. Pass, near side. And they tried to get it to Eric Johnson, and it looked like, yeah, Nizer Richards was there. There were a bunch. So another run by Targi Lamson, and this time not going very far. Does the bell toll here for this offense of Southern Utah? Here's a swing pass to the near side. Nice open field, tackled by Chris Sanchez. The pass was completed to Chase Merrill Blancas. And the punt is away. It could be returnable. Fair catch called for and made at the 40-yard line. Smart play of Kobe Tracy, the quarterback. They want to run a draw play, and Southern Utah was having none of that, and that's a loss of yardage all the way back to the 37. And let's see if Fitzgerald maybe wants to burn one here. 5. Back to throw. Bronson Barron fires the pass. It's going to be caught, and on the catch, that is going to be Shane Carr, about 8. Back to throw. Bronson Barron pumps to his left or right. Now takes off. Bronson Barron may get the first down, and he will, but he's going to pay the price. Nate Reynolds was the guy. Season for Logan George. Back to throw. Bronson Barron. Pass tip. Broken up by Nate Reynolds. If we had a deep
Inside of those hashes.
4th down, 17 yards to go. Bronson Barron back to throw. Bronson Barron in trouble. Wings it. It's incomplete. And with 2 minutes and 5 seconds left, the Idaho State Bengals will take over. Could be, let's see, is this Hunter Hayes? It is. Nope, it's Kobe Tracy. Kobe Tracy rolls right, fires downfield. Incomplete. He was looking for Weimer, and there's a late penalty to let us know what's what. Holding on the defense. Bengals will take that 5 yards and another first down. But right now it's all about coach, a quarterback's coach, a quarterback. All have come from from Utah Tech. Here's K.O. Cowie. Cowie pushed to the far side, tried to stay in bounds, goes out of bounds at the 20.
Who's filled in at center when Alex Ramirez went down. Has played really well today.
Here's Hunter Hayes, a slant pattern. It's Fredrickson. It's a touchdown. Idaho State. And a penalty flag down in the end zone, so hold it. 1:46 left. That kick is up. That kick is good. 38-21.
How many times did we see Christian Fredrickson come up with game-sealing, game-winning catches, and this one seals the deal?
Boy, what a great battle to get across the goal line with his face mask being grabbed. But what a scoring drive by. Thought they were calling the timeout. It's a gain of, let's call it 4. 2nd down and 6. Bronson Barron pressured, steps up, gets away from that pressure. A pass up the field, a catch, and Chris Sanchez. Man, I'll tell you what, I don't know if there's a guy. 2nd down and 10. Out of the gun. Pressure coming. Logan George almost got another sack. Here's a pass to the middle of the field, and that is going to be Shane Carr. 264 yards rushing today. Here is Bronson Barron. He's going to throw middle of the field, and staying on his feet and staying alive. Now they got Jackson Berry back. Oh, nope, that is Bronson Barron. And they're going to go with a running play, and they're not going to get in the end zone. And now you may see a timeout here with 15 seconds left, and it is Southern Utah
football. So maybe they'll have a little bit of warm-up going into next week.
Bronson Barron going to the end zone, and that pass is incomplete, broken up, stops the clock with 10 seconds to go. 2-2 and a big-time win against a good football team. Here is Bronson Barron. He rolls, he fires, and a touchdown, and that's going to be Shane Carr. He'll get the score with 6 seconds to go. It'll be nice for his stats, but it's not going to change the outcome of this one.
In Utah, UTEP, UC Davis at home. That's their one game at home. UC Davis, one of the top teams in the Big Sky.
Here's a replay of that touchdown throw to Shane Carr, and just good execution, right? after last week, it would have been easy to hang your head. There's the knee, there's the clock to zeros, and the Idaho State Bengals have knocked off Southern Utah 38-28. Southern Utah goes to 1-3, and Idaho State improves to 2-2 on the season, and now they own a 10-3 record in the friendly confines of the ICC U-Dome against this Southern Utah squad.